and welcome to Nirvana, the band, the show, the podcast all about watching and talking about Nirvana, the band. I'm Kit, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Steve.
And we've finished the web series. We've done it. And so that means we're going to be moving on to some of our favorite deleted scenes and extras of the web series era, from Update Day to Nicky Nine Doors and other bits and bobs that we just had to talk about. These will be our personal favorite picks, but don't worry, we will be doing your fan favorite picks next week, so stay tuned for that. But before we dive into the Nirvana the Band extras, I believe we have some housekeeping to dive into. Steve, would you like to pull up the board of all of our guests?
I'm doing a Vanna White type thing right now, so...
Yeah, Steve is wearing a beautiful sequined gown.
Gorgeous.
And
thank you so
touching much. TVs.
What it says here, Pat Sajak once said people who worry about environmentalism are as bad as Nazis.
What?
Uh-oh.
I already didn't like him. I already thought that Wheel of Fortune was the poor man's Jeopardy, and you've only added fuel to my fire.
Yeah.
Pat Sajak said that people who believe in climate change are unpatriotic racists.
Yikes.
Anyway, let's go back to...
So, all right, Vanna, let's look at the board.
From the board.
Okay. So I have our guest board here.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Kit, would you like to go through the list?
Absolutely. I would love to go through the list. So at the very top, we have Matt and Jay. Have we heard from either of them?
Nope.
No.
No cease and desist or notice.
No cease and desist?
No.
That's devastating. All right, next up we have Clover, the Cloverfield Monster, which we've already had on the show, friend of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is the moderator and admin of the Nirvana the Band, the show, the fan site. Have we heard anything from them?
I've heard whispers on the wind.
Interesting. Rumors. Many rumors in the wind.
Rumors swirling about the fan page mod.
Okay, good to know. Riddles in the dark.
Riddles?
Next up, Jay's dad. Have we heard from Jay's dad at all?
I thought I saw him on the metro the other day, and I ran up and gave him a big hug, and then it was just some other guy. So embarrassing for me, but no, not Jay's actual dad yet.
Did you get his number?
No. Maybe he'll be on the train again.
Yeah, then he can come on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
We're just going to have a hot dads episode.
Yeah.
Love it. Speaking of hot dads, unproblematic fave, Lydia Tarr. Have we heard?
Have you heard back?
Sorry, she did email me, but then frantically deleted it shortly after.
Oh, so you weren't able to read it.
I wasn't able to read it because she deleted it from her sent box.
She didn't break into your house to delete the email, just sent one?
Yep.
Classic Lydia.
Next up, we have Connor Ratliff. Has anyone heard from Connor?
We have not yet.
Understandable. Werner Herzog.
I saw a leaf the other day.
A leaf?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I wondered if it was a sign.
From Werner?
Yeah.
Probably. I shouted at the TV while one of his documentaries was on. So maybe that turned into a leaf falling somewhere for you.
Cave of Forgotten Emails?
That's what I call my inbox, yes.
And we have Seth MacFarlane, but only to talk about Sinatra, nothing else.
I actually did hear from him, and he said he really, really wanted to talk about an episode in season 2 of the Viceland series. And I said, no, and haven't heard back from him yet.
That's interesting, because he tried me and it was like Tony Bennett, and we said, no dice.
It's so weird, because usually he wants to talk about Frank Sinatra so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that
Not
he would
this
be
time.
trying other things for us.
He heard I made some sassy tweets about his Oscar hosting duties, and now he's just trolling us.
That sounds like Seth.
Yeah.
Classic Seth.
I did notice that we were missing a guest on the board that we talked about last week. Our ripped and yoked friend, Hank Azaria, but he could only come on and talk about his workout routine and or Bruce Springsteen. Have we heard from him at all?
We did forget that he was on the list, so I'm going to go with no.
Uh-oh.
I do have plans next week to sit in a park and listen to a Bruce Springsteen concert that I'm not going to pay for tickets to go to. So I assume that Hank will also be in that park, and I will ask him if I see him.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Then we solved it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll circle back next time we record.
Perfect.
I think we're going to get Lydia.
We're definitely getting Lydia. Cool. Well, it sounds like we have a lot of exciting plans in the works. And maybe they will come to fruition, maybe not. Either way, we're getting that cease and desist no matter what. I did want to, before we go into the actual meat of the episode, go to a homework update because I remember last episode, Steve, you promised me and Michelle that you were going to watch an absolute classic Disney Channel original film.
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
How was Brink?
Sure.
Does it hit the same if you are not like 9 years old and in love deeply with Eric Von Detten and also Gabriella, the roller skating girl?
One, I had no idea who any of these people were. But two,
that makes sense.
Two, the thing that I found really interesting was I had never seen a Disney Channel original movie, as you both know, because it was just like a whole thing that passed me by. You didn't know this?
I thought you had seen at least one.
Yeah,
No.
I thought you
Smart
had seen
House
at least
or something.
one, but not Brink.
No,
High School
because-
Musical?
No.
What?
When I was a kid, Disney Channel was a premium channel. You had to pay extra for it.
Mm.
Yeah, but High School Musical was like a sensation.
Okay, what year was High School Musical out?
I was in high school, so I don't know.
Okay.
2000,
Whatever year that was.
5 or 6, I think.
Okay. I was 2 years away from graduating with my bachelor's degree when High School Musical came out.
You didn't even
Which is
watch
the
it like
best
ironically with
No.
your college friends?
No, we were too busy getting in fistfights with Nazis at punk shows.
And not watching High School Musical?
No, 2006 may have been the year where I choked a man out at a Flogging Molly show for groping one of my best friends.
Yeah, but you could always like come back after the show and be like, wow, that was crazy. Let's order
What's-
some food.
We're all in
Zac
this
Efron up
together,
to?
I would say, is
Yeah.
the spirit that you approached that interaction with. Once we know that we are stars, I'm forgetting the lyrics. I knew the dance at some point.
See,
Anyway.
somebody I dated was obsessed with High School Musical.
And they didn't make you watch it?
No. Because, okay, imagine dating me in college. Think about what
Mhm.
me now as a fully formed adult has made you people watch.
Yeah.
Would you want to open the door to me without morals or growth when I was in my Matt Johnson web series era?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
But it's okay because you get to experience the beautiful filmmaking of the early 2000s and late 90s Disney Channel now as an adult.
I'm going to be honest. I tried. I know you mentioned the gravel scene, which was quite harrowing. I agree.
Mhm.
I made a note, though, that she is in bed
Mhm.
with her little bandage on, and her mom's like, she didn't break a bone, but the doctor said she needed to be in bed for a while. And I was like, why?
Road rash is serious stuff, Steve.
Okay.
And also heartbreak
And trauma.
and trauma.
Like, if I saw this when I was in high
She was
school,
attacked by Val the bully.
it's true. And why were they not smooching those boys?
The Disney Channel's weird about kissing.
I was not a fan. No offense. I was not a fan of Brink. I tried. I really promise I tried. Just,
Did you at least appreciate all the ska that's in the soundtrack?
I could not stop laughing at the fake ska songs.
It's really good.
A guy was like, pick it up, line.
It's very gentle ska.
Yo Gabba Gabba was more intense with ska than Brink.
I believe that.
Anyway, I did watch it.
I'm sorry. I feel like that should have been a group activity, maybe. It would have been more enjoyable if we were there to provide history and context to the beautiful film that is Brink.
Here's the thing. I watch it and I was like, I get why Michelle likes this.
hmm
Thank you, and also, how dare you?
I was
I
like,
think is how I feel in reaction to you saying that.
there were cutie pies rollerblading. There was fake ska music. There was a dad who was completely inconsistent in character.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute
That's
he's
the
like,
Disney Channel special.
is it?
Yeah. A
Okay.
dad who's like very mean sometimes, but also has a heartwarming life lesson for you.
Yeah, because he was like, why are you happy all the time? Then he's like, why are you sad all the time?
He just doesn't understand his teenage son.
It's true. It was rough.
And he lost his job at the construction factory or whatever.
The construction factory?
I think that's probably where he works.
I think that's what they say. I know you said you wanted me to know what Pup and Suds, Team Pup and Suds was. I now know.
Yeah, there's not a lot to know. It's just that they get sponsored by a dog grooming business.
So I have a quick question about that.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I'm nitpicking. Brink. They say that, oh, we're going to be sponsored by Pup and Suds. And then the kid, Brink himself, reveals that he paid for everything. So why did they have to get sponsored by Pup and Suds when they didn't give any money to the team?
I've literally never, ever, ever thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think the answer is that wouldn't it be funny if they were wearing shirts that said Team Pup and Suds?
Laugh riot.
And that's
not gonna lie.
it.
Okay.
Maybe Brink got an advance on his salary in exchange for promoting the business.
Oh wait, he does say that. He does say he got
and he's working off his,
for like 3 years.
Debts to the dog grooming people. And so they get helmets that look like bubbles.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoy Brink. I had a bit of a rough go with it, but I am also old and I watched it at 11 a.m. on a Monday.
I do think watching it at 11 a.m. on a Monday is a good Disney Channel original movie experience of like, I'm at home sick and this is what's on TV in the year 2000. 1998, maybe.
This is blowing my mind. This is a world I did not understand. This is a world I had no experience on. I know Frankie Muniz played, was he a kid with cancer, soapbox racing? What was his deal?
Ooh, Miracle in Lane 2. I forget. Maybe he was in a wheelchair. He had some sort of disability.
Okay.
But I can't remember what it is. But that one was a big deal because they got Frankie Muniz.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Bobby Flay was in one of them, I think, one time.
Why?
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. That movie taught me how to crack an egg with one hand.
Wow. I have a lot of problems with Bobby Flay, star of the Scooby-Doo and the whatever the one with him and Giada is.
There's a Scooby-Doo with Bobby Flay and Giada De Laurentiis?
Yes.
What?
I believe Bobby Flay is Fred's uncle canonically in that.
In what?
Huh?
You don't know about the whole line. See, this is where we differ. You guys are like Disney Channel originals. I'm like, you've not watched a bunch of direct-to-DVD Scooby-Doo celebrity movies?
No. I think the last Scooby-Doo property that I saw was the one with Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Well, I can't go too deep into Guess Who Scooby-Doo or Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, but it's a show from 2020 with celebrities meeting Scooby-Doo, and two guests are Steve Urkel and Joey Chestnut.
What?
Joey Chestnut, my beloved.
The hot dog eater?
Yeah.
My hot dog man.
But Steve Urkel in the year 2020.
Who's that for? That doesn't even feel like it's for the parents.
No idea.
It's just for Steve Urkel.
There was one I was watching, and they're like, Scooby-Doo and special guest Ricky Gervais. And I went, oh no, turn it off.
Uh-oh.
Please don't make that homework. I don't want to watch that.
No.
I'm scared of that.
Look, we don't have a ton to go over today. And really quickly, we're going to go over the list of celebrities who've appeared on Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, because I had to watch Brink, so you need to do this.
Sure.
Oh my
I
God.
can listen to a list. I will not engage with this television any further.
Layla Ali, Sean Astin, Jessica Biel, Terry Bradshaw, Alton Brown, Carol Burnett, Steve Buscemi, Cher, Joey Chestnut, Kevin Conroy as Batman, Sandy Duncan, Jeff Dunham, Kevin Conroy, voice of Batman and Batman the Animated Series and every single animated Batman thing. Anywho, I read comic books. Jeff Foxworthy, Morgan Freeman, Jim Gaffigan, Ricky Gervais, Johnny
Morgan
Gilbert.
Freeman?
Yep. Whoopi Goldberg, Tim Gunn, Gigi Hadid, Jennifer Hale, Halsey, Mark Hamill,
Why is Halsey there, dude? I love her, but what?
Lucy Liu, Macklemore, Malcolm McDowell, Casey Musgraves, Bill Nye, Chris Paul, Penn and Teller, Axl Rose, Kristen Schaal, Sia, Christian Slater, Jason Sudeikis, Wanda Sykes, George Takei, Kenan Thompson, Alex Trebek, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Steven Weber, Jaleel White as Steve Urkel, Billy D. Williams, Weird Al Yankovic, and Maddie Ziegler.
Are they there live or are they animated?
Animated.
They can't all have their own episodes, right? Like, surely these are some team-ups, correct?
Mm-mm.
Halsey and Casey Musgraves together.
Yeah.
No, Casey
as you
Musgraves
do.
had her own. It was like the Country Ghost. I've seen most of these.
Fascinating. This is, I feel like, the only show that I can think of with a celebrity cameo list to rival this. Actually, no, there are two. One of them is Sesame Street, and the other is Arthur. And I would never expect Scooby-Doo to join this legion of incredible and diverse celebrity appearances.
Anytime we would throw it on, I'd be like, who's it going to be this week? And my brain was never prepared. Just when they're like, Kristen Shaw, I was like, okay, that's for me, but who else?
Just
Because
you.
she wasn't playing like, Louise Belcher or anything. She was just playing herself.
She wasn't, they're not playing characters when they do
No,
this?
they're playing themselves.
All of them?
Yes.
I thought you said Casey Musgraves was a country ghost.
No, she was fighting a country ghost.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. I should have known.
Wait. So for the Louise, for the what? So it was just like, hey, I'm Halsey and I'm here.
Okay.
Like,
It's me, your favorite artist, Halsey. Children.
You're asking, I'm going to answer. Scooby surprises Shaggy by secretly entering in a poetry slam against Halsey, with the winner receiving an antique brass key to New York City itself. However,
Oh
the
my
poetry
God.
slam is interrupted when a human alligator monster attacks and steals the key. However, the impression of the key is made into Shaggy's burrito, allowing Mystery Inc. to make a replica with the symbol of the key. This leads them to the New York Underground, a cafe where patrons pay for food with poetry, which is run by the Keeper of Knowledge.
this is incredible. Like, I would understand if it was just like, and that here is a cameo from like the celebrity, but to build a whole episode around that is why. How many episodes are
The
there?
plot
of this
that you
show?
just
Quite a
described
few.
sounds like someone telling you about a dream they had.
Yeah, okay, I just gotta. In Sicily, Mystery Inc. is tracking a fire monster from Mount Etna that is apparently hunting Steve Buscemi.
Somehow the fire monster returned to hunt Steve Buscemi.
Which is incredibly funny because he used to be a firefighter. It's getting his
True. Is that a
revenge.
plot point?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one. I'll let you know. Okay, can we all watch the Steve Buscemi episode of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who
Yeah.
and report
That's
back
all
next
I
week?
will watch
all our homework.
one.
The ones I've watched, I have to admit, I have thoroughly enjoyed.
I'm scared. At this point, I'm scared I'm going to like it too much.
Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye are on the episode together in space.
Okay.
Likely
fine.
place for them to be.
Anyway, I know you asked me about Brink, and we went on quite a side note about Scooby-Doo. and
Quite a
Guess
journey together.
Who.
All right. Well, then, if we're done talking about Brink and Scooby-Doo, we can dive into our odds and ends for this odds and end episode.
I'm ready.
I'm set.
Well, the first one we have on here is Peanuts, which was also a really big fan favorite. But unfortunately for you guys, I claimed this before the call went out. So
Mm-hmm.
Kit, what do you love about this one?
this is the gayest shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Oh, you're right.
I'm sorry, dude. All right. So we had seen the movie. I started to get like this little like inclination in the back of my head of like, are Matt and Jay in love with each other, the characters? And there was a part of me that was just like, you're crazy, you're insane. You used to be on LiveJournal writing fan fiction about House and Wilson. Like, you were in that toxic yaoi bullshit. Like, you're not real. And so I'm rewatching the web series. I see on the fan site, My Beloved, that there's these extras. I click through and watch them. The first one I watch is Peanuts, and I'm fucking floored because there it is in the text. These two losers who are very much in love, specifically Matt, losing his entire shit for this
Mhm.
entire episode about Jay going on a date with this girl,
Mhm.
and then Jay not being able to handle being on a date with a girl. So
It's
that's why it's
wild.
my favorite.
It's really good.
It is a key that unlocks New York City that you find in a burrito. But instead of New York City with the burrito, it is Matt's deep love for Jay. It is top to bottom, wonderful, fascinating, horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Should we go through it?
Yeah,
We
we
should.
have to. Minute by minute. It's like 7
Minute by
minutes.
minute. All right. So it starts off at the racquetball court, the squash court. They're doing their annual competition where Matt and Jay are competing to see who is better at the game, with Matt holding a jar of peanuts threateningly the entire time because Jay is allergic to peanuts. As they're doing this competition, a woman walks in. Her name is Kayla. Jay thinks she's very cute. Kayla is clearly into Jay. Matt tries to defuse the situation by asking if this is the girl that Jay had a crush on in high school who got pregnant, and sort of shoos her away. Later, they go home to rehearse, Matt and Jay. Jay's too hyped up on Kayla. He looks at her profile on Facebook, pokes her, all of that. They decide to go get coffee. Jay decides to leave. He and Matt get to a huge fight before he leaves about this. Jay goes on the date. He comes back. Matt isn't there anymore, but there's a suitcase in the middle of the apartment. Jay tries to has this date. It becomes very clear that he has no game. And he's still kind of like longing for Matt, even on their date. They were walking in the streets of Toronto and Jay looked over longingly at the Rivoli. But they're back in the apartment. Kayla is asking him, do you play piano? Would you like to play piano? He agrees very begrudgingly, which is out of character for him and for any man in 2008 who knew how to play an instrument. He starts playing the piano. He's improvising a song about, why did he leave? All of this other stuff. Very sad. And then even though Kayla's trying to jump in and be part of the song, Matt then leaps out of the closet, continues the song in that very aggressive Matt manner, flings the peanuts jar against the wall, shatters it, and Kayla just rushes out of the apartment. And that is, I think, minute by minute, what happened in Peanuts.
I cringed a lot during this one just because I, too, debated whether or not to poke women I had a crush on Facebook at the time.
It was a real time capsule to like see someone's mini feed and watch them be extremely hesitant and nervous about whether to poke or not to poke. Really flung me violently back to 2008.
Also, Matt going on an extended riff about people who take high angle selfies was just the most late 2000s shitty college open mic stand-up bit.
He is a hater. Was, and I assume is. We'll find out.
I love it, but I also just kind of stare dead-eyed at it a little bit because it is just the whole thing of these two guys longing for each other, but also it's just, God, we were all so terrible back then.
Yeah.
And all so annoying.
Not me. I was fine.
Not Michelle.
You were too busy watching Brink.
I was really cool. In 2009, actually, yeah, probably. But ironically, at that point.
You sound so cool.
Thank you. I wasn't very cool.
What? Someone on this podcast wasn't cool when they were younger?
I'm so sorry. I couldn't live with the lie.
One of my favorite gags on this episode is Matt dramatically picking up the Vince Valence scarf when he pretends that he's going to leave and wrapping it around his suitcase that he leaves. And I was like, that fucking scarf, man, that has to be the greatest investment they've ever made.
The 25 Canadian dollars that they spent on that dark red scarf really earned itself back. Also, the joke on the name Peanuts is also that they keep saying that she looks like a character from Peanuts. Kayla? That was one of the notes that I made, which was Jay being like, she kind of reminds me of that redheaded girl from Peanuts. Is he talking about Peppermint Patty? Who's
That's
the redhead?
my guess.
Which is such a funny one to be like, oh, wow, I love this girl. She reminds me of Peppermint Patty from Peanuts.
And then Matt's like, oh, that's the lesbian one. And I'm like, yes, we're all aware.
Yeah. And then Matt says, I see her more as the Snoopy character, which made me laugh a lot. That's a high compliment to me. If you saw me as the Snoopy character, the star of the show.
A guy who goes by Joe Cool.
Yeah. That's me, baby.
I see those sunglasses you have on right now.
And I'm smoking a cigarette. Isn't that Joe Cool? No, that's Joe Camel. Sorry.
Who was also a Joe Cool.
Who's also very cool. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
I love the idea of Snoopy smoking a cigarette.
I'm sure there is art stuck to a car somewhere of a very cool, rude Snoopy smoking a cig.
Smoking a cig, pissing on something.
His cough would be so cute when he got emphysema. Yeah. Oh, the last joke on this episode's really funny, where it says it's been produced with the support of Planters Peanuts. That got a big chuckle out of me. That stupid joke. But Peanuts, you want to just see the two of them in love with each other, toxically codependent. It's all there.
Yeah, this is it. And honestly, I think this is the one that we got the most emails about and messages. I feel like Miranda emailed us about this, about their favorite non-main episode being Peanuts. And then we also had a comment from someone on YouTube who also said Peanuts was their favorite. But yeah, Peanuts just kept coming up time and time again. And honestly, it's a great little time capsule into their relationship. No matter how you read it, I am number one shipper over here. But it's a great little episode.
I think the moment where it's showing Jay on his date and Matt at home packing, and they're playing In Your Eyes, beautiful Phil Collins song, is so lovely and sad. And then also it includes Jay lip syncing directly into the camera, which is such a funny, stupid bit. But I really loved it. It worked for me.
What an adventure. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time we talked about odds and ends, and I think you mentioned this like subsection of non-official show stuff, I had thought you guys were both saying the Avengers, like the superhero group.
Better movie.
And
better pizza.
I was so curious and looking forward to figuring out what that meant in the context of Nirvana the band. So it was a little bit of a letdown when I saw it was just adventures, but then the adventures were excellent. So came right back up.
What do you mean? Didn't you watch the short where they get invited to join the Avengers Initiative?
What?
Yeah, it's on the fan site. There's a short where they get invited to join the Avengers Initiative. So that's the whole thing.
God, I missed the Nick Fury button on the website. This is so stupid. I don't have a good place to take it.
I wanted to make a joke about Joe Russo coming on the show, but I would rather pull my own eyeballs out with a fork. Do you think gay Joe Russo is coming back for Avengers, whatever this is, Doomsday?
Maybe.
You guys know what I'm talking about when I consistently make gay Joe Russo jokes, right?
I do. I don't know if Michelle.
I think I do. Is this the like, we're making a gay character, and then it was like a cutaway scene of two men holding hands?
Wow, no, not even that. They said they were going to make the first openly gay character in the MCU, and it was straight man Joe Russo at a support group talking about how his husband disappeared.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Star Wars thing where they made a big deal about the lesbians that are in the background. Oh my God.
I just think that Joe Russo has a fetish for being yelled at. And I just won't participate in it anymore. Like there was that period of time where he was on Twitter posting about the Alien movies, and I just couldn't do it. Like, you're not going to come into my fucking house and talk shit about Prometheus to me. Like, absolutely fucking not, dog.
I needed to get out of my system. I knew at some point I was going to go on a rant about how much I hate Joe Russo on this podcast, because I often talk about how much I hate Joe Russo. And this is the time. It's an odds and an end.
Sure. Well, speaking of odds and ends, hobbies. This was another one of my picks for the selfish reason of it's all about Magic the Gathering, baby. I love Magic the Gathering. I love that Matt is going to be doing the Magic the Gathering movie. This will eventually turn into a Magic the Gathering podcast when I get you guys into Magic the Gathering. But yeah, this is another one of those episodes or one of those bits where essentially it's just a bunch of flashbacks where it's them having dueling perspectives on what happened the last time Jay asked to learn how to play Magic the Gathering. Matt remembers Jay being really abrasive and drunk and flipping tables and trying to summon Beetlejuice, and Jay does not remember it that way. I think there's a lot of really good bits in this, and it's really fun.
As a real sicko for their like different memory bit that they do, this is a really fun one for me.
Mm-hmm. This was really, I think, the first fully formed version that we start to see more and more in the Viceland show.
Mm-hmm. Of that like memory different versions.
They're also
bit.
pitching their voices down too in this, which is how they kind of handle it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So it was also fun to see it as like a filmmaking experiment.
Yeah.
But it hit a little too close to home for me.
Because you love Magic the Gathering?
Because people have been whipping cards at you?
Yes. I tried to learn twice in my youth. And everyone was such a fucking dick about it that I went to go play the Star Wars collectible card game. And all those people were dicks. And then I started to play the Marvel one and it sucked.
Wow. That is a ride, dude. You went to the Star Wars one?
Yeah.
Damn.
There was a point in time where I liked Star Wars, Kit.
I have a tattoo. Like, I can't.
Of Joe Russo?
Of Joe Russo, but when he was gay.
Oh. He has a little pride flag.
Yeah.
Befriend?
But just, yeah, no, I tried to learn Magic, and everyone that was like a Magic player was so insufferable about it. Mm-hmm. And I tend to learn games better through playing than by reading rules. I'm just not great at it. And I was like, and everybody was just like, why don't you get this, man? And then I was defeated.
It's a very fucking complicated game. It's very hard. I've been playing it for years and I still don't know half of what any of this shit does.
So when they were like bullying Jay, who was asking to learn how to play Magic the Gathering, I was like, I feel you, brother. I've been there. This is what it is like dealing with Magic nerds.
Mm-hmm. Did someone spit on you like Matt's little brother did Jay?
No, definitely not that, because I would have punched them in the face.
Fair.
But that was, yeah, no, I was just like, yeah, this is what it was like in 2008 dealing with Magic the Gathering people, or in my case, the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kit, do you think this is an accurate representation of your community?
I think it was back then because I worked in a video game store in college, not 2008.
Oh, shit, you survived?
Yeah. And they also sold Magic cards, and I had some interesting interactions with people there. But now I think the Magic community is a lot nicer. Okay. It's a lot more queer and friendly and a lot less weirdo, gross dudes. And if they are weirdo and gross, they do get yelled at, which is great.
That's nice.
Well, that's great.
Do we think Jay ever actually learned how to play Magic the Gathering?
Absolutely not.
No. That's why Kit's the Matt of this group.
Me?
I don't know about that.
Fuck. Is it me?
Yeah.
I think it might be you.
Oh, no. Yeah. I thought I was the Jay's dad.
We all wish we were the Jay's dad.
I don't get these anime references in Magic the Gathering. That's how to give me some points.
Well, great news. There are Garfield's Magic the Gathering cards now for...
What?
I'm so excited, guys. You have no idea.
See, now I'm in.
Okay, Friend of the pod, Garfield.
Friend of the pod, Garfield is going to be on Magic the Gathering cards. There's going to be 3 little sets that are coming out. They're doing a cat-themed drop on the Secret Lair website. None of this means anything to any of you. But we're doing Garfield cards, and they're fucking sick, and I'm fully prepared to go to debtor's prison over getting these fucking cards.
I don't blame you. I love Garfield.
Is there like a special power where John drinks dog cum?
Do you not know about that Garfield?
What are you saying to me?
Oh my God.
Michelle, could you be the one to explain something disgusting for once?
There is a legendary Garfield comic strip. Do you know about Garfield that John is always trying to flirt with the lady vet?
Yeah.
There is a comic strip from what day? May 30th, 1990.
Coming up on the anniversary.
Where John has taken Garfield to the vet. Liz is there. Liz, the beautiful vet. And she is examining Garfield. There's a cup on the table. John picks it up. It's like a coffee mug. He says, "Have a cup of coffee, John. Why, thanks. Don't mind if I do." And then picks it up and puts it in his mouth. And Liz, the beautiful red-lipped veterinarian, said, "Congratulations, Mr. Arbuckle. You are going to give birth to a fine, healthy litter of puppies." And Garfield's reaction to that is a little thought bubble that says, "I hate puppies." John is drawn with the bewildered and sour face of a man who has seemingly just consumed a mug full of dog semen.
What?
Because why else would she say that? This has been thoroughly investigated. Jim Davis absolutely denies that interpretation of the comic strip, but I don't know what else it could be. That?
He claimed it was vitamins.
That make you give birth to puppies? Be serious.
Like prenatal vitamins for a dog, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But there have been interviews with him much after the fact to be like, "Hey, what the fuck, Jim Davis? I really hope my friend's mom isn't listening to this episode. I hope my mom isn't listening to this episode. BuzzFeed, rest in peace, contacted Jim Davis in 2017 to say, hey, what the fuck about this? His explanation was, on the farm, we used to give first calf heifers a high-protein supplement to help them deliver healthier calves. The supplement was provided by our vet. Since Liz is a vet, I assumed there would be a similar supplement for dogs. There you have it.
Okay,
no,
Jim.
Or she just had an open mug full of dog sperm.
There's no reason that either of those things should be in a mug.
No.
She's a terrible vet.
Just like out at a cat's appointment. Insane.
That's incredible.
Steve's poking holes in Brink. I'm poking holes in a Garfield strip from 1990, from before I was born.
Well, I hope that strip ends up on a magic card, because now that I have that context, that's going in every deck, baby.
Mm-hmm. And you will receive bonus points, extra mana for dog semen.
For the dog cum, yeah.
You can tap that, I believe. Is that
yeah, I will tap for extra dog cum this turn, yes.
Take that quote out of context. Put it up.
And that's the title of the episode.
No!
It's definitely the title of the episode. Tap for extra dog C-M. Banned from Apple.
Gross.
Any other thoughts about hobbies from Nirvana the Band, the show?
It was fun to see Matt's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down a note that just says, shout out to Daniel Elfman for his beautiful work on the Edward Scissorhands score.
That is a great score.
Mm-hmm.
I also enjoyed Jay's song, like, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That
Summoning him.
Should we go on to my pick?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So, my favorite of the adventures is Autumn Leaves. I'd like to ask what you two think about this one first.
This one was not my favorite. I didn't dislike it, but I am curious to hear why you like this one.
How about you, Kit?
I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I liked it. Again, I don't think it was my favorite.
It's not the funniest. It's not, but there's something about their dynamic on this one that I find really interesting to watch. I don't think this one's particularly funny. So let me just walk through the whole plot. It's basically there are two women over the house. One of them only speaks French, and Matt and Jay are continuing their tournament to be the king of all girls from Peanuts. And this time they're doing a Pokemon tournament. And Matt is consistently trying to put down Jay and talk about how he's destroying his Pokemon. And there's an ongoing bit of Matt is trying to convey his pop culture references and ramblings to a woman who does not speak English, and failing miserably. And one reason this connects is lore drop. I was once set up on a blind date with someone who only spoke Ukrainian.
Oh. How did that go?
Because I'm part Ukrainian, and somebody said, "Oh, I know a Ukrainian woman you might like."
Steve,
and then we went on a double date.
No. Ukrainian?
No.
What did you do?
I kind of did what Matt did, where I talk the way I normally do, which is weird and containing obscure pop culture, and was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So part of this was relatable.
Date?
Oh, we're married now, actually.
Whoa!
And that's your wife.
Yeah. Opa.
What?
I'm also married to Nia Vardalos. But so I just kind of related to that, trying to communicate authentically and having it just be weird and not working. I think that hit for me. But this was a more desperate version of, I think, what happens in Peanuts, which is Matt being really uncomfortable with the fact that these women are interested in Jay and doing everything possible to try and make him look bad in front of them. But there is this moment, and this is really what seals the deal for me, where Jay is going to impress them by going to play Autumn Leaves on his piano, right? And they're not focusing on Matt, but Matt is in the shot, and he cannot help but smile at Jay playing. And it is so fucking cute. Mm-hmm. And they cut back 3 times to him trying to be angry and ranting. But whenever he is silent, he just has this smile on his face. He's trying to stifle looking at Jay. And I was like, that's real. That is a real, I'm looking at my best friend playing piano, and I think he's just the greatest. And that is the main reason this one really lands for me.
That's nice. I like that.
I don't think I noticed that. That's so cute.
I didn't notice it until like my fourth time watching it. Because I was originally going to pick Peanuts as well. Then you called dibs and I was like, let me go back. And I was like, the more I watch Autumn Leaves, the more I love Autumn Leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching Matt not try and win these women over, but just trying to sabotage Jay it's really cringe inducing, but just kind of cute in its patheticness.
There were moments in this that I liked, but I think the reason that it was not one of my favorites is that I just like couldn't help but put myself in those women, specifically the French women's shoes, and just be like, this has to be so confusing and stressful. Mm-hmm. And I like found myself wondering like, how much of an idea did those two women have of what was going on? Like, who are they to Matt and Jay? And like, because they're in the apartment, I assume that at least one of them is a friend who was some amount of in on it. But it stressed me out. I
could see that. That has not been something I've had to deal with firsthand. So, I did not notice. No,
that's fine. Like, it wasn't terrible. It was just like, made it not my most favorite of these particular episodes. I did love the back and forth of you're in the swamp of sadness, I'm not in the swamp of sadness exchange. I think that was really fun. And I love how Matt says Raichu.
Yeah.
Raichu.
It's so good. I also love the back and forth about whether or not offering a 3 musketeers to a French person was offensive. That was pretty funny.
That was really good. Saying that they're basically Robespierre is delightful.
So what we're all saying is Autumn Leaves is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece and we all love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Michelle, what were your picks?
My pick, which forgive me fans, I have taken this one for myself, is Update Day.
What's that?
Update Day, as we all know, is the day that the Wii Shop updates. Everybody knows that the Wii Shopping channel and loves to shop on it every Wednesday.
I still do.
You still do. This video is the reason that our podcast comes out on Wednesdays. I think this is the first bit of Nirvana the Band media that I enjoyed after seeing the movie for the first time. It's so good. It gets stuck in my head. I listen to it multiple times every Wednesday and have for months. It's the best. I can run through the plot, but this one does not have a ton of plot points. The plot is that the Wii Shopping channel has updated. Matt and Jay are both enjoying the bossa nova beat that is the Wii Shopping channel music, and they decide it would be fun to come up with lyrics. Matt struggles to come up with lyrics to the Wii Shop channel song, and then Jay immediately does an incredible job putting a bunch of game names in the Wii Shop to music. It's incredible. If there's one thing, if you are listening to this podcast and have not watched any of the show, which would be crazy unless you are specifically Lizzie, this is the one thing to watch. I think it works even if you have no context for who they are or what they're doing. It's so fun. It's so catchy. I love it. I love it so much.
When we announced we were doing the show, several of my gamer friends were like, oh, the update day, guys.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in some gamer circles, like, they are known for this and what we'll probably do later on, like the Mega 64 convention announcements.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really funny to see how much this is the one thing that's permeated into other circles outside of their weird little Canadian cults.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the thing they're the most famous for. I think at least, yeah.
Until the movie, yeah. I would say
Until the movie, yeah.
Just wish Jay didn't make that weird racist joke in the middle, but we can...
Yeah, that's a real... I feel like I forgot a little bit that it was in there because the way that I most frequently engage with this is the Instagram channel, shout out to Wii Wednesday, that posts this every Wednesday, but they cut off the beginning exchange part of it. So I'm spared from the weird little racist bit at the beginning, and just get to enjoy the nice tunes.
There's a very funny fan interaction between Matt Johnson and someone where they go up to him and ask what Jay is saying at that part, because I guess there has been discourse over whether it is him making a stereotypical Asian accent or if he's just saying, I reckon. And Matt immediately was just like, No, I told him. I told him not to do it. It wasn't going to age well, and he did it. You'll have to ask Jay. It's a very funny little interaction.
I did, the first time I saw the whole thing, I did think he was saying, I reckon.
Really?
It just like didn't occur to me that it would be, like that was also confusing and weird, but it didn't occur to me that it would be the thing that it actually is.
I found that discourse really, and see, you sharing that changes it for me, because when I saw that video of Matt and him saying, yeah, I've heard that people say that, I was like, that's some real jumping through hoops to try and defend a thing you love.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess some people do hear reckon.
I think my experience of it was like, I can't understand what he just said. And I listened to it again. And I was like, I guess it could be, I reckon. And like, maybe that's like a weird inside joke from something else somewhere in the show that I don't understand. And like, it wasn't until much later that it was pointed out that I was like, oh, ugh.
Can we do a fun little game?
Sure.
I'm scared.
I want to go through the list and see how many of these we've played.
Oh, sure.
Anybody
Can
got a pen
pull
and
up
paper?
the list from...
I have it from genius.com. Yeah, they have lyrics and them explained.
Okay.
Super Mario RPG.
I have played that.
Yes. Sonic the Hedgehog.
I have played that.
Yes.
Some of them, yeah.
Donkey Kong 3. No.
No.
I'm pretty sure I have. I've played a lot of Donkey Kong games.
Adventures of Lolo 1 and or 2.
No.
No.
King's Knight.
No.
No.
Yes. Dig Dug.
Yes.
Yes. Chu Man Fu. Nope.
No clue what that is.
Harvest Moon.
Yes.
No.
Big yes.
So good.
Pokemon Puzzle League, said backwards.
Yes.
No.
No. Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkatron. Abso-fucking-lutely.
No.
No.
Castlevania. Yep.
Yes.
No.
Fatal Fury.
No.
Yes.
Not sure.
Ninja Jara Marukan.
No.
No.
Never heard of it. Actraiser. Yes.
No.
Blazing Lasers.
No.
No.
Bases Loaded. Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Mega Turrican. Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Cybernator.
No.
No.
Rolling Thunder.
No.
No.
Dynastic Hero.
No.
No.
Bubble Bobble. Yes.
No.
I don't think so.
Double Dribble.
No.
Double Dragon.
No.
Yes. F-Zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What about F-Zero X?
I assume I have played one of them. I don't know if it's F-Zero or F-Zero X.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Yes.
No.
No.
Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, or 3. Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no.
Yes. No. No.
Cruising USA.
Yes.
Yes.
Big yes.
All right. I guess, was it me that played the most of them?
I think so.
I wasn't writing it down. I had to throw
Wow.
all my pens across the room.
Yeah. Well, I'm the tournament king of all update days.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just thought it'd be
You
fun
win.
to see how many of those we played. Several of them I never heard of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you've played the Funkotron one?
Oh yeah, I love Toe Jam and Earl on Sega Genesis,
I
and they
feel
put
like-
out the sequel. Yeah.
I can't remember where I saw it, but there was somewhere that I believe said like Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron coming to the Wii was like a big part of the impetus for making this video.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like a bunch of Sega Genesis games coming to Wii all
Yep.
at once. And that's really interesting. I like never played any Sega games. I never had those consoles.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the occasional one like at my cousin's house.
Mhm.
But those were cousin games, not home games.
Okay, I want you two to look at this cover.
Hell yeah.
Do those not look like Steve guys?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Wow. I've never seen your spirit so perfectly captured and represented outside of like looking directly at you. That's crazy.
Like, my personality is the cover of Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkatron.
You are both Toe Jam and Earl.
Inside me, there are two wolves.
And they are panicking on Funkotron. I don't
Yep.
know what that means.
That's the planet they live on.
Why are they panicking? What's happening to Funkotron?
I believe that it's either the first one or the second one where humans show up and start causing all sorts of trouble.
Classic. This is just like Avatar.
Do you want to open that door?
I'm so sorry. No, I don't want to do it
Do
right
you
now.
really want to get me started on Avatar? Because then we're going to have this
No,
episode's
no,
going
no,
on all
no,
night.
no. Not yet. Later.
Listeners, just so you know, this is not a joke. My co-host will vouch. I am a disturbingly huge Avatar fan.
The Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm. Steve loves those Element kids.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
I genuinely, I've not seen a minute of that.
We've talked about it enough, surely.
Wow, it's really insulting to my best friend Jake Sully, but okay.
All right. Well, then let's dive into the deleted scenes.
Before we do that, can we do an interlude?
Yeah.
Cool. Before we jump into the deleted scenes, we did get an email. I saw it pop up. I don't know if one of you would like to read it. I think it's relevant to what we talked about at the beginning of the episode.
What?
From Jay's dad?
Just check it.
Holy shit. Guys, this is huge.
Breaking news. We have received an email from Lydia Tarr. Subject line, stop asking about me. Stop asking about me. Hello, I am Petra's father, and I'm sick of my students asking me to go on your little show. I have Sorry, excuse me. I have Monster Hunter concerts to conduct. Fuck off, comma, Lydia. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, God damn it. This is a terrible email to receive from one of my heroes.
I mean, it's terrible, but now we have her email address, so we can just email her back and keep emailing her over and over again.
Lydia Tarr is writing to us from a yahoo.com address. Can I read Lydia Tarr's email aloud on the podcast?
Sure.
maestrotar@yahoo.com.
I'm surprised she was able to get that handle.
I'm sorry, editing my track's going to be a nightmare.
When did you do this? We can cut that out if you want to maintain the illusion.
Yeah.
That you did not create and send this email.
Kit was describing the plot of one of the episodes, and I was like, I know the plot. Let me go ahead and make an email for Lydia Tarr.
How did you decide on Yahoo? I didn't even know they let you still make new yahoo.com email addresses.
What's the funniest email address Lydia Tarr could have? At Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yahoo, yeah.
Anyway. I hope you enjoyed that interlude. Well, I'm kind of bummed that Lydia Tarr doesn't want to be on the show, but she did again clearly try to delete an email and fail.
Yeah, maybe she regretted it after she sent it. Or while she was
still sending it.
How many of our listeners do you think are Nirvana the Band fans, but also Tar fans?
That better be a circle Venn diagram.
Yeah. I think there's a pretty heavy overlap. And you know what? If you're listening to this and you haven't seen Tar, turn off our show and go turn on Tar, and then you can come back.
It's true.
You guys have homework now.
I'll put it on our letterbox list.
You're part of the show, and the show comes with homework to watch a great film like RoboCop and or Brink and or Tar.
So if you do watch Tar for the first time or second time, call into the voicemail. We want to hear your thoughts. And what's Lydia Tarr's email again? We can tell them to write back to her if they want to.
You can get in touch with Lydia Tarr directly at maestrotar@yahoo.com, or if you'd like to email us and we can forward it to Lydia, you can get in touch with us at nirvanathepod@gmail.com.
Kit, you might finally get your cease and desist.
So excited.
Okay.
Let's talk about deleted scenes.
Yeah, let's do it.
My first here is 4 Wild Swipes. I love this one so fucking much, guys.
It's really good. This is during the episode where Matt is blind.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He is holding a pair of scissors up and insisting that he just takes 4 wild swipes.
Yeah, it's a game they'll play biannually.
Mm-hmm. Do you read that as twice a year or every 2 years?
Definitely twice a year.
Okay, great.
I do too. But I love this, but it's also something I would have done when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
So it just made me feel a little bad.
Yeah, you say that with a lot of like heaviness in your soul, it seems like.
I mean, yeah, it's a psychotic thing to do. And watching someone else do it makes you go, why would I do something like that?
Well, I mean, I think when I was rewatching this today, I realized that this is very similar to a bit that me and my friends used to have, where it was right around the time they changed the Snapple bottles from glass to plastic, but the plastic still looked like glass.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would take a Snapple bottle and just say, we wouldn't even say anything. We would just say their name and then just like whip it at them as hard as we could. And you had that split-second moment of like, oh, fuck, I hope this isn't one of the glass ones. And it was plastic every time, but it was funny to see the fear in each other's faces when we were throwing the Snapple bottle at each other. It had that same sort of chaotic energy to me.
Mm-hmm.
See, the difference between you and me
is that you would throw the glass one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Oh, no.
See, we were throwing the plastic ones at each other. We were throwing the glass ones off the roof into the parking lot.
That is a cool kid thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever put Snapple bottles under people's tires that piss you off?
No, I had a bunch of Obama '08 bumper stickers, and I would just put it on the back of their cars because I lived in a very conservative area. So I would just do that.
That's probably
such a
better.
Funny prank kid.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kit, and this is the Obama sticker.
Like, very genuinely.
So for what I also love there's a really authentic thing that happens between friends doing stupid shit that turns kind of violent, where Jay goes to defend himself and grabs just like a piano stand and wraps it around Matt's arm and then drags his arm down while Matt's laughing and also saying, ow, ow, stop, that hurts. And it was such a lovely little, this is two best friends being fucking morons together that really brought a smile on my face.
I love that because it reminds me of the videos where people are like trapping feral cats outside to bring them in for like trap, neuter, release programs. And they have like a net thing. And I'm doing a terrible job describing it, but whatever piece of equipment Jay is using to subdue Matt reminds me a lot of the feral cat trapper. And he has to remove the scissors from him. This seemed like one where like it might have crossed a line in real life of like, maybe we are genuinely concerned about Matt with big glasses. And I think he said he had like the little like gauze pads over his eyes the whole time they were filming. So he genuinely couldn't see anything and is waving kitchen scissors around.
I think it was legit Matt doing a thing. That fear on Jay's face is not fake.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this one at the very beginning of it where Jay is like trying to talk him out of doing this cursed piñata bit where he's just like, we were having a great time and now we're not. Now this is serious. Like that doesn't feel like acting. I feel like Jay is just like, we really can't do this. Like this is scary as hell.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect, boys. Something I've noticed in both the adventures and these deleted scenes that we're going to go into is they're all really... They almost seem like they get a little too real, and that's one of the reasons they get cut, because most of them are quite funny. Not all of them, but most of them are, especially the deleted scenes. But they all poke into a little bit of, we got a little too much of ourselves, was the vibe I get from a lot of them. And a little less the characters. I don't know how you two feel, but that's what like my read on a lot of the deleted stuff.
Definitely some of them. And this is one of those.
Kit, what's next on your list?
Next up is Nicky Nine Doors.
Is he the guy that does that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Michelle, how did it feel to finally see it?
It felt really good. This is one that I came very close to having spoiled for me and like sort of did. Like, I think once Instagram figured out that I was interested in Wee Wednesday and other interviews with Matt and Jay, it kept attempting to show me Nicky Nine Doors. So I'd seen little bits of it. I kept scrolling past every time it came up because I wanted to save my reaction for this. It was great. It was so fun. It's a really catchy song. It's been stuck in my head for a week. I kind of wish there were more of it. I wanted it to go on longer. I wanted to hear more about Nicky and the rest of his doors, or maybe the doors that he opens. Really unclear his relationship with the doors.
I can't believe when I learned that Nicky Nine Doors is just the Canadian name for Ding Dong Ditch.
Yeah, that also very much surprised me when I found that out.
I'm learning this right now. I assumed that was a monster. I was basing all of my knowledge of Nicky Nine Doors on this video alone.
Because I looked it up, I was like, this had to come from somewhere. And yeah, apparently it's just another name for Ding Dong Ditch. A classic game that we all love. And that no children now can do anymore because of these fucking Ring cameras. But yeah, he took the game's name and turned it into a monster character, which is all the more delightful.
And he's running up and down the Scarborough Bluffs.
Yeah. Where do you think he might have gone when he was in Scarborough Bluffs? Any ideas?
I think, I'm no Toronto expert, but I have heard that Scarborough Bluffs is the city's secret lakeside escape, a dramatic backdrop to some of Toronto's best beaches, hiking trails, and picnic spots. Steve put a tourist guide to the Scarborough Bluffs into our document. And because I've been going through this and looking things on the fan site and in these like random Google Drives curated by strangers, I saw a link in this document that said places he may have visited. And I assumed that this was another secret extra that wasn't in one of our folders. And so I clicked on it hoping to see a fun new video of my best pals, Matt and Jay, and instead was taken to Destination Toronto, where I had a different delightful experience of learning things to do on our eventual trip to Toronto. I can't wait to see the Bluffs in person.
I think Nicky Nine Doors may have knocked on the door of Len Duckworth Fish and Chips. It's only a 20-minute drive away, but worth it for what many locals consider Toronto's best fish and chips.
I do like fish and chips. I think we should go stand-up paddleboarding with Nicky Nine Doors. That's some of the stuff that he does is stand-up paddleboarding.
I think we should go to the family-run City Cottage Market. It carries locally sourced gourmet finds, from handcrafted hot sauces to coffee beans. Perfect if you're hungry for foodie souvenirs on your Toronto visit.
I love foodie souvenirs.
So
you have one more on your list of favorites, or do we want to talk about Nicky Nine Doors more?
I mean, I'm happy to talk about Nicky for like another hour. But yeah, my last one here is plain. This one is maybe, I don't know, like 30 seconds long of Matt Johnson just watching 9/11 footage and then going, "Whoa, Jay," and then it ends.
Well, there's another version where he goes, "Yo, Jay, a plane just hit that building."
And that was my last deleted scene.
That's a really good one. I'm glad that's on the list. I don't have anything to say, but I did really enjoy watching it.
9/11?
I liked watching Matt watch 9/11.
What do we think Marion Cotillard thinks about that deleted scene?
She does not believe in it.
I wonder which version of Loose Change she watched out of the 6 versions of Loose Change that exist.
Why are there so many different versions of it?
I'm so glad you asked. I know.
Tell us, please.
Well, one of them is because they didn't license the music correctly, and the music they used, the guy got really mad at them about.
Of course.
Another version exists because they were trying to be more respectable, and so they cut all of the crazy shit out of it, like how one of the planes didn't crash into the building. It just like ended up in Ohio for some reason.
If you cut all the crazy stuff out of Loose Change, is there anything left?
Ironically, it's like the longest cut.
Huh?
I don't know, dude. Full disclosure, I do believe that 9/11 happened. I just got really into reading about Loose Change one day when I found out that there's 6 fucking versions of it. And I did eventually I ended up watching the second one, which was Loose Change revised and re-edited.
Loose Change 2, Looser Change.
Hold
the
on,
Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut of the Loose Change.
Too Loose to Change.
Yeah, I watched Loose Change 2nd edition.
This time it's personal.
This time it's personal.
Loose Change 2, Electric Changeloo.
And then, of course, there's the Alex Jones one that he did with the Loose Change guys.
When the Twin Towers turned the frogs gay?
Yeah.
Okay. My first pick was Dr. Quinn, which I picked not even because this was super duper funny to me. I enjoyed it. I love the Jay Hates Mannequins recurring bit, and I love to learn more about anything about the origins of it. So this is I think is this one from episode 1? This is a very early on.
It had to be episode 2 because they're talking about how to promote themselves.
Oh, that's right. Episode 2. Matt is just spitballing and starts talking about Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, which turns into Dr. Quinn, Mannequin Woman, Dr. Quinn, Man or Woman, Mannequin, the movie, The Ride. And the whole time he's doing this and just like riffing and seemingly just like getting this phrase out of his brain, which I understand and empathize with, Jay is standing there with an absolute look of horror on his face with being made to think about mannequins so much. And he has one of my favorite Jay lines that I think actually did make it in the final cut, but he's just says, "You're dreaming."
Mm-hmm.
And I love this one just because the mannequin thing kills me for some reason. And this is more of it.
It's an incredible bit because it's very subtle, but they keep bringing it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like a major plot thing, but is a weird one-off joke that pays off so well in the finale. So I am also obsessed with the mannequin bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really good. And I love to think about it. The other one from the deleted scenes that I loved was Zelda, which is another just sort of like Matt goofing around thing. Jay is playing various tunes from the Zelda games, and Matt is jumping around making Link noises and opening treasure and finding a heart container. And it's super fun.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really shows off Jay's talents. He's like so good at video game music and just
He really
I don't
is.
know. It's incredible.
He's really good at video game music. Matt's really good at imitating Nintendo 64 Link noises.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this one is special to me also because I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Like making noises from Legend of Zelda video games is a very prominent part of my everyday life. Like it's the noises that happen in my house quite often are more from Breath of the Wild. My husband, a lot of the time when he like eats a particularly fulfilling snack or a meal, will do an imitation of Link from Breath of the Wild and lean back and pat his stomach and make the noise that Link makes when he does that. I think he is unavailable right now, or else I would make Patrick come back in and do that again. And there's just like a lot of weird like little Link noises and hey listens that have made it into our shared vocabulary.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
I love that.
Thanks. It's really cute. I love those games so much.
You guys are such cutie pies.
Thanks. Anyways, Steve, what are your favorites?
No, I want to talk more about your Zelda noises. When you cut things, do you go, yeah?
Only with a sword.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's most fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm. It's
All right,
fruit
cool.
ninja in this house all the time.
Hell yeah. So, my two are the first one is The Boy Who Breathed. It's hard to describe why this is so good unless you've seen it, but it is Matt doing like a delightful little cutesy singing in the rain type number where he's like, a boy who wanted a cloud, so he tried to breathe a cloud. Like, it's just like gently walking around with an umbrella. And it's like alternate universe show Matt, where he is just an innocent little sweetie pie. And it's just so cute to watch. It puts a smile on my face.
It's really nice. It feels like he's acting out like a picture book.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a children's book that I would love to read, is The Boy Who Breathed.
Yeah. My only note for this was, this is just nice, smiley face.
Mhm.
Because it's just nice.
There's not a lot of nice in the Nirvana the band, the show universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I like nice, and this just really makes me happy.
Yeah. It's this and Jay reading Treasure Island to
Mhm.
Matt in the hospital,
Mm-hmm. My other pick was Writer's Block.
which is not nice.
No.
Inside me, there are two wolves. And I like this for the exact opposite reason that I like The Boy Who Breathed, which is it is Jay trying to make Matt like laugh with a joke. And he's like, all right, pretend you're doing something when I come in. And Matt just keeps making it about himself and keeps derailing it and getting bigger and bigger, pretending he's a guy on a typewriter with writer's block. And it just keeps going. And then it pays off with Jay just throwing a box of small boxes of Honey Bunches of Oats and goes, look at all these Honey Bunches of Oats. And then looking so depressed, being like, well, I thought it might be funny. And then sadly putting the boxes back in.
It's so sad. The note that I wrote down for this episode was, let Jay do his idea, ! Sad face.
I had a similar note, but at the end of it, I wrote, ... Okay, Jay's joke kind of sucks, though.
It would have been funny if he just walked in and did it. That's what I think about this one. Like, if he had just run in the house and threw a bunch of boxes at Matt and yelled, look at all these Honey Bunches of Oats.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
But the buildup just really takes away.
They're two opposite sides of the spectrum. I love them both. They both make me smirk quite a bit. Do we want to briefly touch on the piano sessions?
Yes. I would love
let's
to.
do it.
I think these are fun. I throw them on every so often just for something to make me smile. And if you don't know, the whole setup is Matt is struggling to do a chore, asks Jay for help. Jay starts playing some sort of famous music from a video game or movie, and then Matt, with a smirk on, imagines scenes from it in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite is Jurassic Park, because they cut to multiple shots of the children screaming.
It's a really funny mix of selections from Jurassic Park. That it's not like beautiful dinosaur walking by or like scary dinosaur attacking. I guess it is that, but specifically the focus on children being very scared.
Do either of you have favorites from piano sessions?
I really like the Mario underwater level one.
That was my favorite.
I think that one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one where I realized they were like becoming increasingly elaborate as they went on. I think it was the Mario underwater level and the Koji Kondo Zelda one, which more Zelda. Love it. Very special to me. There is, at the end of the Zelda one, a screen that says R.I.P. Koji Kondo, who is very much not dead, still alive and kicking. And I have questions about the decision to put that in there.
Put it on the questions list.
I will. And I think the answer is probably just, I don't know, thought it'd be funny.
Or maybe it was like that day when Tom Petty died twice.
Tom Petty died twice?
Do you remember that dance when everyone was like, oh my God, Tom Petty's dead. Oh, R.I.P., R.I.P. And they're like, no, he's still alive. And then like 12 hours later, he died again. Like he actually died.
I remember when Tom Petty died. I didn't remember there was a fake out.
Like earlier that day, somebody like had leaked from the hospital that he died, but he actually was still hanging on. And they were like, no, it's fake. So maybe it was that. They had heard he died, but he didn't die.
He didn't back down, and then he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you don't know. Maybe they were like, aw, he's dead. Let's do a Zelda one.
Yeah, but he's fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Still putting out bangers?
I think so. Still making nice music for video games. He's like 64. He's not even that old.
He's a Nintendo age.
He's a Nintendo age.
That's shocking to me, honestly, 64. Like, I don't think of anybody involved in classic Nintendo music as being anything but 190.
He is exactly 64 years old. Born on August 13th, 1961.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. In a few months, Koji Kondo. We'll celebrate on his B-Day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any odds and ends that we wanted to touch on before we closed out our discussion of our picks this week?
I don't think so. I'm excited. There are more things that I enjoyed that I'm excited to talk about, but I think we've gone over all of my most favorites from this sort of hodgepodge mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here.
I really liked that we all had fairly drastically different ones that we liked for some of these. I just think it's really interesting, as three friends to all be like, I like this one. And we didn't have except for Peanuts, there wasn't a lot of argument between who was getting dibs on what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fun.
And it's fun. But just, it's the beauty of Nirvana the band.
A little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah. I think it is time for us to say goodbye to the web series from us.
This has been a fun ride, a fun time capsule to 2008 and 9.
Poking people on Facebook.
Poking people on Facebook. Seeing a very old iPhone.
And next week, our wonderful listeners get to say goodbye.
It's true.
I hope Lydia Tarr tells us her favorite deleted scenes from Nirvana the Band, the show.
I don't know if we will hear from her again.
Why is that?
Huge bummer.
We have her email now.
I mean, sure, you can write to her. I want to respect the great maestro's wishes to leave her alone.
She has Monster Hunter concerts to conduct.
It's really interesting that her students keep telling her about this podcast.
I'm surprised she still has students after everything she's done.
What'd she do? I thought she was on Problematic Fave.
Nothing wrong. That's what she did.
She's working at Barry Weiss's university now.
No.
Stop. All right. Well, then that's it from us this week. We'll see you guys next week for Fan Fave Odds and Ends. Nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Nothing like a good feeling.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Nirvana, the band, the show, the podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us or send a voice memo to nirvanathepod@gmail.com. And we're also on Bluesky and Instagram at nirvanathepod. Our website is nirvanathepod.com. Our show is edited by Kit with additional help by John. Special thanks to Ann Meadows for our logo. Oh, and Matt and Jay, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.